I have no viewers right now, but I know somebody's gonna end up watching this later on. Welcome to the live stream. It's like past midnight. It's actually, as of right now, Missouri time, which is Central Standard Time for those of you who like to be specific. It is 12:38 a.m. It's early. Or late, depending on your perspective. It is very late for me right now, because I'm on a, regular time, sleeping schedule. Usually I'm, asleep about an hour by now. Usually I'd start up on a new map. I said I was gonna do Westbridge Hills, but we're gonna do Welker Farms. I did download that map. There are a lot of mods, as you can see. Just look at this. This is ridiculous. So, this is going to be a single player live stream series. I'm not gonna do any more, I'm not gonna do any more, I'm not gonna add any people to this series because every time I do a live stream, somebody ends up wanting to join, and it's just too much work. I think I'm supposed to wait about 10 seconds after the elapsed time. I forgot about that, so sorry if you guys, don't hear that part. Welcome to stream. We're going to Welker Farms. I know it says Westbridge Hills, but I'm gonna change that soon enough. Don't worry about that. I was watching a new series called Timberborn on YouTube from a guy named, hold on, I'm gonna give you guys the name. His name is Tag Back TV. So the T in tag is capital, the B in back is capital, and then TV is capital. But it's all one word. There are no spaces, none of that. It's just all one word. The T, the B, and the TV are all caps. Otherwise, it's all lowercase.
Hi, this is Nick Welker speaking. I just want to say welcome to my family's farm, and I hope you all have a great time farming.
Welker Farms was established in 1912. But wasn't that that was whenever World War I. I know World War I was around that time. World War I was in 1914 and went to 1918. And a lot of American soldiers were drafted. Or, American men were drafted. Oh, Jesus, why do I have the time cranked up so much? I don't know. Okay, so we've got this, and it says cheat, but it's just an engine cheat. It gives me a lot more power. And I think... So, the average horsepower is 240. It's cranked up to 600. It just allows me to pull this big grain tank, and that thing holds 105,000 liters. Of course I'm gonna, use an engine that has 600 horses to pull it. I could get that one, and it'll have more power, but who wants to spend 161,000 just for a truck when I can get that one? and pay 40, what is it, 41 grand? 44 grand. Yeah, $44,000 and boom. Although I do have a different color and all that. Hold on. I need to make sure I don't have my volume all the way up, which I do. Or no, I only have it at 10%. I've also got this. I've got my John Deere with that DB60, I believe. Yeah, John Deere DB60. Had the John Deere 6135M with, damn it, whoops, didn't mean to cuss, a John Deere 200 seedbed finisher, which isn't that bad. Have a John Deere 6155M. Have my combine over here. I need to move that forward just a hair. This is a just stock, you know, John Deere combine that you can get on, you know, on the game. It's legitimately, like, see, it doesn't say mod at the bottom. It's the John Deere S790, pushing out 625 horses, and I bought that outright. That was a horrible expense. I do have that, that's a mod, but it is insane, because I, you know, and I don't even know why I have that, I just have that. There it is. I have a 120 foot boom for my, you know, oh yeah, look at that. I gotta check my soil composition. Looks like the sides need plowed, but I'll save that for next round. Field 9. $1.17 million. I'm thinking about buying field 22 next, so I can connect field 23 and 22, and then just, you know, add 21 on there. 20 is its own deal, I'm not even gonna worry about that. But imagine putting these three fields together. I mean, just imagine. Field 23, and then field 22, and field 21. All three put together. That would be insane. That should straighten out the volume problem, because that was freaking loud. Gonna be running across his crops. My crops won't be damaged because, like, they're in the early stage of growth, for one. For two, this thing is built to like the wheels are really small, and they're considered narrow wheels, so it helps it doesn't, like, you know, damage the crops as I drive across it. I know what you guys are thinking, like, you have very little money, you have all this equipment, 2 fields, and you're not even using one of them. Yeah, I have a reason behind that. And the reason is that, well, I was gonna do the fields together, but then I thought, why would I want to do that? And I was gonna plant both in cotton, and I thought, well, if I just do cotton in this field, right, and then I do the other field, like, if I save the next field, you know, the other field over there, you know, field 23, until I buy field 22, and then I, you know, combine them, I can do cotton and make a lot more money that way. But now I'm starting to think I probably need to plant it with, I'm not for sure what kind of crop. And yes, this freaking spreader goes, or sprayer goes at 32 miles an hour. I think its working speed is like 12 or 18 miles an hour. It gets a lot of work done, but gosh, this field is so big, it eats away all the time. Like, I have to stop this thing and get refilled like 3 or 4 different times while I'm out there on the field spraying. It almost makes me want to say that this field is like a 4 times field, like it's 4 times bigger than what it needs to be. I need to look at my soil composition. I'm going to spray this field down. Whoa. There we go. Man, I've been live for 13 minutes. People probably don't want to be in here because it's so late and whatnot. I don't blame them, honestly. I know I wouldn't want to be here, you know, at, you know, like almost 1 o'clock. I might do a live stream sometime tomorrow, I'm not really sure. Sorry that I wasn't live for a little bit, but, you know, I was having some problems in my personal life, and I moved, and then about 2 weeks after I moved, I got into a car wreck. Well, truck wreck, I guess you could say. I had internal bleeding, and almost died, and yeah, it's a wonder I'm still here. So it looks like this field should do pretty well. Like, even these fields that seem small are, like, massive on here. Like, this field right here is probably the... I don't even want to imagine how many acres this is. If I can go to my contracts, I guarantee you field 22 is up there somewhere. Field 22 is 10 you might as well say 11 acres. That is insane. That is, oh my gosh. That's almost the size of field, I think it's 18 on Westbridge Hills. That's insane. And this one's like at least twice as large as that. I need to... I didn't realize that when I had done this field. I didn't realize how big of a turning radius this thing takes just to do its fertilizing. So we're gonna move it over here. That should be big enough, hopefully. That's what she said. This one doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of fuel usage, which is good in a sense, but like I need to like turn these, you know, the fuel usage up somehow. They need a mod for PlayStations where it turns the fuel usage up to where, like, instead of, you know, using, I mean, think about it, like if I go to 2.1 hours and I've only used an eighth of a tank. That's insane. That is nowhere near what it should be. 1.9 hours, eighth of a tank. 2 hours, an eighth of a tank. I mean, the usage, like the, you know, vehicle repair stuff goes down faster than the fuel usage in a lot of these. This one has almost 2 hours, and I'm not even at an eighth of a tank yet, I don't think. Well, I might be. No, I'm just a hair above an eighth of a tank on this one. But still insane. This one only has 0.3 hours, so it's barely moved its fuel at all. This one has 2.4 hours. It's barely touched the fuel usage, and the like repair amount has it's over double what the fuel usage is. It's ridiculous. Anyways, okay, we need to look at prices. I thought I'd done wheat. Apparently I'd done barley. Whoops. Soybeans dropped in price quite a bit. Maybe if I'd done canola. I could do oat, but I know that by the time I go to do it, it's just gonna be horrible on price. Oh, I've got quite a bit of canola sitting in storage already, so that would not be a good idea. Sunflowers. Oh. This is the reason I'm doing cotton, is because the price right now, it's always like really high, which helps me out a lot. I was gonna do silage, but it doesn't do good enough. Sunflowers, so I need to see. This thing's turning is like instant. It's like instant. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was gonna unfold it and then I thought, yeah, better not. Wait till I get over here, I'll unfold it and then I'll work from there. This thing's turning radius is so quick and fast that sometimes it can be a pain to back up. Waiting, there it goes. It has to like lower down and then it has to, you know, unhook and all that. It's insane. I could legitimately sit here and walk faster than it does it. I could do a whole lap around the tractor before, like from start to finish. I could probably walk all the way around this, the tractor and the planter, like twice before it even finishes. I don't like the speed though. I feel like that's a bit slow. Yeah, because its working speed is 9 miles an hour. And we're only getting 6 out of it. Something's not right. Wait, where's my fertilizer? What? Does anybody understand this? It was over in field 23 and it came all the way over here. I am confused. This game just must hate me or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, now to make sure this whole composition is good. Yes, it is. Oh. Whoops. I messed up. Garage. Repair. Watch this. See that? A little bit of repair and it goes 3 miles an hour faster. Lower, turn on, boom. Works so much better now. That explains that problem. I didn't think about that. Seedbed finisher's starting to get bad. Didn't I just buy that Lizard Maximus? Huh. There isn't much that's 2 damage. I mean, the John Deere 200 seedbed finisher's getting a little bit down. It's at 66%. The Lizard Maximus 20,000 TH is also a little bit low, and that's how I do my lime. But I could honestly buy another attachment for my sprayer and do it that way, but what's the use in that? I should probably fix that. Ain't too bad on price. That one. Okay, so what is my overview finances? Okay, so I've spent about $2,200 on vehicle running costs. I spent $5,316. Oh, that's because my fertilizer that I was getting. You can notice the speed increase now. The whole extra round, and I was just sitting there, blabbing on. I'm thinking about changing my name back to Missouri Rebel because, like, Missouri Farming just has no, like, I'm not a farmer. I'm a wannabe farmer. I wish I could be. But I don't have the money, the funds, none of that. Don't have the tractors, the land. Missouri's horrible for getting, the land and all that. Hold on. I'm gonna turn my mic off if I have to sneeze. Okay, it didn't. I thought I was gonna sneeze, but there we go. That'll solve that problem for a little while. Huh. I could get seeds. Could get some, like, I could get like one of those big diesel barrels and just be like, yeah. super stupid. Okay, so y'all are wondering, how am I gonna afford to get one of the cotton harvesters, right? Where is it? There we go. Well, I'm obviously going with John Deere because I hate red. Even though the price difference is massive. But the John Deere cotton harvesters just work better. And I'm not gonna buy it. Ooh, that leasing cost is huge. Oh, I might have to do something I don't want to do, guys. And y'all are about to hate me for it. But another big problem with that is, if I go to cotton technology right here, yeah, if you look at this round bales of cotton, I can get 4, and with that one I can only get 2. And with the semi-trailer, I can get 5 bales of round cotton, while on the square bales I can only get 2 again. And it just seems more logical with how big of a field I'm doing to just go straight for, you know, round bales. And you know, it drops it automatically, and it does its own little thing to keep, you know, on top of everything. This might take a while. Oh my gosh, did it drop that much already? Holy moly, the John Deere DB60 has already dropped 4% on durability. That's insane. And before you ask, yes, this little, I believe this one can actually do that. Yeah, this tractor right here with narrow tires can pull that seed bed finisher. Insane, right? I am actually going to get a new. I need to get another tractor. I need to trade this thing in. I hate the sunroof. How they didn't add a, you know, where it could close. It's just horrible. I don't like seeing out the tractor all the time. I need to check out the mod list again. spacings are a little bit off, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I was talking about the, you know, my mirrors, by the way. I never use them anyways, so. Y'all are probably wondering what I'm doing. I'm changing my tires. See how tight of a corner I can take. About the same if I were to have regular tires. If I get those rear twins. It would be nice, but I think I'm just gonna go with wheel weights, honestly. But then there's that urge to just regular tires. Wide tires, it makes the rim itself smaller. Yeah, you see that? It's making the rim itself smaller, giving it more meat, and then it makes it a little bit taller, but it just barely gives it more meat. I don't understand the point of that. But what if I were to go... Yikes. Just gonna stick with my standard tires. Bam. Look at it. And I'm pushing out the horsepowers now. But I can also damage crops with this tractor now. So I gotta be careful with it. I should probably change my tracks on my 9RT, honestly. Get the wider tracks so I get more traction around the fields. Speaking of which, is he still working? Yes, he is. I don't know why he stopped earlier. He just didn't agree with something. Man, I'm actually below an eighth of a tank, or I've actually used a little over an eighth of a tank. I think I've used about 3/16 of a tank of fuel now. Or no. It's down to 30 seconds. And I'm not counting 30 seconds. I'm sorry, that's just too much. Actually, I could. It would be 5 30 seconds of a tank of fuel. Yes. So one thing that I noticed that was kind of interesting about like tractors is actually in here, like somewhere over in this console area, especially in the 8 series. If I can find an 8R series. Yeah, in this tractor, Grant has one, and I think it's bigger than that. But his is, you know, rear twins, right? Yeah. I believe he has Michelin rear twins. That looks a lot more like it. But basically, like right up in the cabin, like right in this area, it's like a setting to control his hydraulic speed for his, you know, his rear hydraulics. And I legitimately watched him start to unfold a planter, and he had his hydraulic speed set way up. So he accidentally started to do that, and as a donut, it was like, it started coming out real fast, and he's like, whoa, and he stopped it, you know, turned off the hydraulic power, slowed it, you know, turned the hydraulic speed down, then turned it back on. His name is Grant Halbert, by the way. It was on his latest video, which is like harvest preparation or something like that. I have to look it up, but it was really cool. This is a cool truck. It gets a lot of work done. Oh, let's see. Wow. Let's see how much we've used now. %, durability. Wow. The thing is, just, it gets robbed of durability way too fast. I need to go look at the other one. But I seriously don't understand how this one's just insane. I believe that's none. I just need the Refuge Plus tank. That would give me 4,400. I'm really gonna need to get that. Price difference of... if I were to get 2 of those, I'd be spending like $10,000 less. Or math hurts my brain right now. 310, 311,800. I'm just gonna go with 312,000. So the morning, 13 grand difference. Or no, that's not right. $45 minus 12. That'd be 33. Yeah, 33. So $33,000 difference. You know, to just go with 224 rows, but I need another tractor. Horsepower difference. It'd be all around easier to go with the 48 row, even though it's like a lot. That does have a half meter. It is a half meter bigger though. So, and it doesn't need twice as much power. It only needs like time and a half the power. And even then I wouldn't need this, 9RT running around. Heck, I don't need this 9RT running right now. Well, actually I might, because I don't think I have another tractor. Yeah, I don't have another tractor that can match up to it in power. And even if I were to go to large tractors, crap, I don't. Yeah, there's no tractor that can compete with the 9RT, or at least within a reasonable price range. Except for one. There is one that I know of. It's that mother effer right there. Standard. Look at those tires. That's huge. Just get the regular tires. This is the Big Bud 450. It's insanely large, extremely slow, and it isn't as powerful as the 9RT with the way I've got it set up. Like, I mean, stock. Yeah, it's gonna beat the 9RT stock. But you crank that engine up, and you got 570 horses coming out of this thing. I mean, hey, Bunny Gaming, how's it going? Yeah, I would say that, 9RT beats 450, but the price difference is just... I mean, look at the 9RT in price-wise, and then you go over to the 747, and this thing is just insane. It has 1100 horsepower. Granted, you can't get wide wheels, so... It's also extremely slow. Extremely. You're going at 18 miles an hour up and down a field. Who wants to do that? There's nobody that wants to do that, honestly. It is 1:30 in the morning. Nobody's gonna want to watch this at 1:30 in the morning. Now the 9X30, one of my favorite okay, so okay, so I don't understand the difference. I can't figure out the difference. I think I could have bought this and saved myself a lot of money. I really wasn't thinking. This thing puts out 530 horsepower, which that's plenty to get the work done. It costs $265,178, and it goes the same speed as the 9RT. The only difference is this thing is in articulating metal, where, you know, articulated steering, where it turns in the middle, whereas the 9RT turns because it's on tracks. It's so fast returning, it's like impossible to beat it almost. But then again, do we even need the articulated, do we even need that, you know, steering that fast? I do kind of want to get that articulating metal. I could sell this and still come out with more money with the other one than I could with this. Because the 9X30 is a mean mother effer. The only reason I really need the power boost is, you know, to run my grain tank. Because it requires, like, I actually think it might require 600. I think it only requires 500, but I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me just yet. Only 400, okay. Mostly everything can be ran by my smaller two tractors. Mostly. That can. That cannot. That can. That can. That one can. That one I can. Not. I'd have to use the bigger. Yeah, those two tractors are pretty bad. I probably need to fill up with some seed before I go off and do any extensive fun. Because the 9RT is about to go bye-bye. I don't worry about fertilizer because I've got fertilizer vehicles. You know, I got the fertilizer. I got the fertilizer sprayer for that. Yeah. self-propelled fertilizer spreader. What do you mean? Oh, right here it says it needs plowing and needs lime, but that waits till next harvest. After this harvest. Wait, what? Hold up. Welcome to the stream, whoever may be watching. It. Wait, what? Just one spot? Hold on. If I run over here. Yeah, so it's just that one little area right along in here. Oh, I'm not even gonna worry about that. That's not healthy. Why does it do that? That is retarded. Do you see that? It grown in one spot. One singular strip. I am about to take a freaking cultivator to that, because that is stupid. Test me game. We'll see who comes out victorious this time. $12 miles an hour, just going to town. Yeah. I'm dealing with this. One spot grows in the next spot. It all at once. Seriously, why is it that hard? Okay, that worked. I don't deal with uneven growing. Let's on this. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Why? I don't understand. 100% up here, and then only... Wait a second. Was it because I think it's because I mowed down some sunflowers. I mean, not quite though. Huh. Well, this is amazing. The 9RT put in quite a bit of work. Come on, hurry up. There we go. The 9RT has put in a lot of work, got a lot of use out of it, but alas, it is time for it to be retired. Even though I haven't even put more than, I only put 3.1 hours in it. Yeah. Okay, growth rate's fixed. So let's see. If I go here, now we get to pull in just a crazy big tractor. I mean, no, that's not an X20. Bam. Oh. I need to start getting into cattle. No, sheep. I need to get into sheep, because that's where a little bit of money can be made. And not so hard to take care of. Just grass and hay. That's it. Grass and hay. The reproduction speed is kind of fast. There we go. like the screen, like, it doesn't, this is like a waste of my screen, it seems like, but, it's whatever, I guess. Get turned and I'll look at the plant growth. Growth. Okay, so field 6 is almost grown. Field 23 hasn't even messed, like, hasn't even grown at all. So, of course, field 23 is going to be a slow growing one. Wait a second. What? It has grown though. Field 23 is one stage up now. Oh, I gotta fertilize that. Probably about time to get to doing that then. Man, it is like way too late to be doing live stream. Think they've completed their task. What? Frick, it's time. Miles an hour to do this. It's like NASCAR speed. Holy moly. Just gonna flip around and come over here and I gotta get refilled. does have a drive shaft. One right there. I should have like another small one down in here. It's not super clear about that, but if we were being, completely like accurate with it, there'd be like another drive shaft that goes between the two back axles to evenly distribute power. Or, well, to make sure that both axles get power anyways. Which therefore, it would be considered a 4x2. Because it can spin 4 axles, and while one, is just the steering axle, which is the front. I hate the steering on this thing. I was hitting the brakes and it started pulling to the left. It's like, what? Jeez. This is not interesting at all. Before anybody asks me about this John Deere, mod, it is from the John Deere Cotton DLC pack, which it does cost money. And that is kind of how I got a hold of this thing. I saw that there was a John Deere Cotton pack, waited till my next paycheck, and bought it. They have a John Deere like Brazil Cotton pack, but I tried doing it, and I can understand it. It is free. And if anybody wants to try and explain that to me, feel free down in the comments how that works. Because I couldn't get it to work, and I was like, ain't dealing with it. I'm a little under, well, once I get to this little triangle, I'll be a little under halfway. Do you see that? I am only driving at 16 miles an hour. This is ridiculous. I kind of want to get a low loader just so I can load this thing up and just haul ass down the highway. And this is a relatively flat, area. And I say relatively because there's no sudden, jumps or anything. This is the only hilly spot, and it's not even, really hilly. It's just a little slow sloping hill that goes, up, and then it starts to slowly decline back down. And then once it reaches its bottom down here, it goes back up. Wow. Okay, well that's getting to work. Get out of the way, John Deere. This is 50. Somewhere over here. Where does it change? I don't see it. What? Okay, I'm just not even gonna try. I'm just gonna... Oh, I see it. Well, this has been a very interesting stream. This cotton is going up very fast and filling. It unloads out of that spot and goes into the next spot to make a bale. And it starts its round bale process. It becomes a round bale on the back part of it, and it's not a full bale, so it can still be unloaded, but it's crazy. Oh no, the square baling process is a whole nother deal, and I hate square bales, so I'm not even going to talk about it. I wonder... Yeah, like, it can only carry 2. No matter what you carry it on. I'd have to get a very, very powerful vehicle with a lot of weight to pick up on these bales, and I am not trying to do none of that. so I just do the round barrels, and I have a automatic trailer to load it. Like, it's an auto load, which is, you guys probably think is cheating, but it just gives me 2 more barrels. It costs less, and I don't have to sit there and fight with it. On this big of a map, you don't need to fight anything. Just a waste of time trying to fight with it. One, maybe 2 more swipes, and it should be. This field should be fully fertilized. Let's see. Yep, we're looking pretty good. Okay, so it will be 2 more swipes, but I'll have to adjust for the last swipe. Hey, how's it going, Bunny Gaming? Yeah, my stream is kind of boring right now. Where did my skull can go? Huh. I'll have to figure that out here in a little while. Had a whole can of skull long cutlet rain. And I don't like skull. I'm a Copenhagen person. But the skull ended up disappearing. And I mean, I'm gonna still chew it, you know, because I don't want to waste chew, but I just don't like it. Like, Copenhagen is my thing. Damn. I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of... Hello. I think I'm gonna have a lot of cotton coming out of field number 6. I think that's 6, right? Yeah, field 6. Is he though? I don't think he is. Huh. I need to get one of those PlayStation like cameras. I believe it can actually hook up to like a regular, you know, face cam, which would be a 1080p. Which, I mean, it's good, but it's not great. take this fertilizer spreader and we'll put it over in the garage, because, I mean, we're not gonna need it until, you know, once we plow this field. We'll plow it, and then we'll fertilize it, and then we'll lime it, and we'll plant, and then we'll fertilize it again. I want to fertilize it after the plowing, that way I have a good idea of where, you know, where I'm fertilizing. And the plowing takes a little bit. The plowing is like one of the longest bits of the whole entire deal. I'm about to like after this harvest, I am upgrading to the bigger seeder or planter, so we won't have to worry about, you know, planting issues. I almost ran out of liquid fertilizer again. You see what I'm talking about? Like, that's 50% fertilizer, and jeez, can you just imagine how much fertilizer I have to go through on field 6? I have to have that thing filled up twice at minimum. So I have to, you know, pull that truck out onto the field and fill it up. It's just too much of a pain. That's why whenever I fertilize, I usually only do the fertilizing on, you know, the first stage of growth, because like even pulling my truck out there won't harm the crops. But like if I were to do it like I did over there on the other field, it would have, if I were to, you know, pull the truck out on that field with its being in the second growth stage, it would have obliterated those crops. Okay. See, there's a cotton bale on the back of it, and it'll hold that till it gets another cotton bale ready, and then it'll drop that one, drop the, you know, next cotton bale. Don't want to harm the crops. Already hurt one. This is just the weirdest field I've ever dealt with. It will randomly do this. I can't figure it out. It'll randomly stop right in the middle of doing everything. So, can you guys hear me? Okay, that's a confirmation. Looks like Polecat324 uploaded a video earlier. Why is he slowed down? This is confusing. I don't understand why it's slowing down. Nope. Dumbass. Trying to say that he's farther than what he is. We don't put up with some of that. Nope, put up with some of that. That's great. That's just amazing. This guy is stupid. He has no idea what he's even doing. like it needs one more pass. Yeah, one more pass and then it'll definitely clear all that. So this pass and then I'll set it back to its normal long running course.
I'm going to show you why the new Ford F-150 Raptor is better than ever. This is the first production vehicle to wear 37-inch tires. And if those are a little too big for you, you can also get 35s. The Raptor is Baja truck inspired, which means you can do stuff like this. The suspension on this truck is absolutely cutting edge, but don't just take my word for it. Ford brought out this cool display so that you can see all the advanced engineering that goes into the Raptor. For example, you can see the next generation of Fox live valve internal bypass shocks. These babies can read the road up to 500 times per second. Oh, and in the back you get this new 5-link rear suspension that helps keep the power down to the ground. There's even a new exhaust system to make the twin-turbo V6 sound more aggressive. The Raptor is available at dealers now starting at $64,140.
Jesus, it's expensive. That's a high price tag, $64,000 for the Ford F-150 Raptor. What I like about cotton harvesting on here is that it literally takes, like, it doesn't have any, you know, like grain tank that gets filled up, and you have to go up with a grain an auger wagon like I do and unload it. So that makes it easier for me. But some people might not like it, I don't know. Man, this just fertilizing is insane. Oh yeah, I'm already finished with that, so I should probably just get out of here, run over here, fire this up, and then take, and I don't even know if this thing can make it out of this door. Barely. See, I need to see if there's a, it's for soybeans, is there another one for soybeans? I don't think so. That allows for 9 miles an hour at cutting speed, which, I mean, it's not that bad of an idea. S790. We're gonna lease that really quick, that way we can just see. Because, I mean, of course, if we don't, use that, we can always get the, corn header and do it, but it'll slow our speed down. And I know this thing has the power to, go 9 miles an hour with a sunflower's, header. And the reason I want to do the, sunflower header is because more speed, it gets more width done, and it's just gonna save us, you know, more time all the way around. I probably need to look at getting another tipper too, instead of using a, you know, instead of using my, you know, auger wagon, I could use a tipper wagon, like, you know, regular tipper, and like a tractor type one, you know, one that you don't have to hook up to semi, and pull that around and, you know, unload it that way instead of having to, you know, load it up into the auger wagon and then load it into the, you know, tipper. It takes up a little bit too much time. I could probably get one that can hold, you know, like 3 or 4 loads out of this thing within a reasonable price range, saving money. I mean, yeah, I'll have to drive some, but I've got fast enough tractors to do that. There's no need to, you know, waste my money and time on a, you know, auger wagon. Now I understand why a lot of, you know, people in my area don't like to use auger wagons, because it's just a waste of money, time, and power. A lot of people in my area don't have, you know, brand new, you know, tractors either. They're all using the older, you know, John Deere tractors. And believe me, whenever I say John Deere's, I mean John Deere's. They don't use... You'll hardly ever see a case out there doing any work. All you'll ever see is, you know, John Deere's just plowing the fields, fertilizing the fields, you know, harvesting and everything else. I should invest in a low loader. I really should. Oh, by the way, if this like header does fit, I'm gonna return it and I'm gonna buy it. Just because that's how I do things. I'm going to test it. I'm going to, you know, unfold the harvester, and if it hooks up, I'm going to unfold the harvester. I'm going to check if it can really do it at 9 miles an hour. If it can, boom, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to return it, hook up to the right one, you know, the one that I buy, and then start getting to work. And believe me, I'm already not liking the color. Okay. Okay. I really don't like that color. I really do not like it. That can even hook up to the John Deere. But problem is 6 miles an hour. I'm really gonna hate myself if I do this. They only have one color and it's red. I could deal with it if it were New Holland. I could deal with the yellow. But green and red, those are colors that just absolutely don't work together. They're, you know, they contrast each other. Look at this. Who is gonna like this color? I mean, seriously. I don't even know why they made tractors to be yellow and red and orange. Those are fall colors, right? Those fall colors, they're gonna blend in with, you know, the trees and all that. And, you know, the John Deeres are gonna be out there just working their butts off. You know, getting all the work done. While the cases and all them are sitting back, you know, being lazy. During the early spring, guess what's out in the fields? Plowing and planting. It's John Deere's. John Deere's, whenever the work needs to be done, the John Deere's don't get to sit back and, you know, relax. They're working. But whenever the real heavy work comes in, you know, during the fall time, whenever, you know, the leaves are turning and the crops are, you know, getting all that yellow and all that, John Deere's are out there. Well, Case and, you know, all them get to blend in with the trees and just act like they're never there. I mean, during the springtime, yeah, they won't blend in, but the John Deere's are, you know, they never really have a time to blend in unless, you know, it comes to fertilizing. And I mean, honestly, fertilizing is whatever. Fertilizing and herbicide, but those are a whole different, you know, like, set of vehicles to do that kind of work. Ooh, I just took out some of my crops. Okay, so we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go find that. And we're gonna sell that because, I mean, honestly. Then we're gonna go to trailers, which is actually considered tippers. This is going to require one heck of a powerful vehicle. Yikes. It doesn't say that it's going to need it, but you can already guarantee just by looking at it it's going to need one. Let's see, 52,000. It takes slightly over 2 loads to fill this thing up. I got 206,000. Yikes. But another tractor that can't hide because of its color scheme is New Holland. Because it's blue. I mean, their tractors are blue. Which is insane. I mean, it's blue. You can't miss blue. There's no blue during the springtime, no blue during the summer or the fall. The only thing is the harvesters, they're yellow, and yellow comes into effect during the fall, especially with the fields. The fields are, they usually look like a yellow color, so New Hollands don't get to hide that much. I do like Massey Ferguson's, but they're red. Just like Case. I mean, you can see the difference in color. I mean, look at that. There's just such a big difference in color. I mean, it's not that easy to tell the difference, but I can see the difference. Fiat, before they bought out Ford, yeah, they bought out Ford. Well, we got 2 people in the chat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm probably gonna be ending the live stream in, I don't know, about another 30 minutes or so. Oh, they left. Case, like the old school, the Case IH, which is, you know, back whenever they were good, or at least half-assed decent. Huh. Really need something. New Holland T6 series. Let's see what we can do. I can already see this going very, very badly. I mean, I got communal tires on it, you know, because I'm not going off-road. I'm just taking it down the road, you know, about a mile or 2. In reality, it would be more like, you know, somewhere around the range of like 5 or 6 miles. I know how big Welker farm, you know, the Welker farm estate is. It's freaking massive. Holy moly, that's a lot of acres. Huh. So apparently the actual like Welker farms in real life, they own 10,000 acres. Oh, and that's just their planting acres. That's not their, like, you know, the acres, including their house and all that other stuff that they got. That's just their, you know, the acres that they farm on. I know my next purchase. Just because it's a powerful little sucker. $102,000. That's what we're buying after this harvest. I should have kept it, because I still gotta go. To heck with that, I'm doing that again. I wonder how far along that cotton harvester is. Well, it has one bale right there. When it's back, it's got another bale about, that's in the, it's being made in the mid chamber, and the front chamber is about to send over a load to the back. Right about now. Well, this is a very long live stream, so I'm going to save the game here, and later on, probably, I don't know, in like 12 hours or so, or maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we'll come back with another video. So we'll come back and we will finish up the harvesting of that field. We'll sell it, and we should begin and finish plowing that field, plus starting the harvest of the other field. Oh, and we'll also finish the fertilizing of the field that we were just doing too, because I don't feel like trying to battle all that. The harvest, fertilizing, I'll end up forgetting, and yeah, it's not good, because it needs to be fertilized to be able to keep up with the price. Anyways, everybody, hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button down below. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. You want to see more content like this. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.